What's going on, guys? PowerGPU here. Today we're actually going to be doing an overview slash benchmark performance with the RX480 and the GTX 1060 in LawBreakers. Keep in mind this is an alpha, so the game has not officially released. Once it does come out, most likely it's going to change a little bit in performance. It's going to be a little more optimized. I'm not sure about the exact release date yet, but of course it will definitely change once the final version comes out. Well, first off, with my impressions so far that I've been playing this game, I've enjoyed it a lot. I'm a huge fan of Unreal Tournament. That's all I used to play back in the day. It was very fast-paced, very quick, it just keeps you upbeat the whole time. There is still objectives in this game, so it's not literally just forward and do eliminations or whatever. For instance, on this one you see here, the battery icon, you actually have to go to the middle, capture a battery, bring it back to your base, and then you have to protect it. And on the top there, you see a percentage. You see 47%. So right now we're pretty much protecting it. The enemy's trying to come in, trying to take the battery, take it back to their base. So there's a lot of good things in this game. I mean, there's new objectives that I haven't seen before. Like, this is kind of a first for me to kind of take back and defend it yourself or whatever. You guys let me know if you guys have played other games that are like that. Me personally, I have not. Lately, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. So I like seeing these type of games come out. A lot of times with these FPSs that come out, it's literally just run and gun, and that's pretty much it. Games like this have more, to me, it's more intense because you actually have to protect something. It's not just literally protecting your own butt. You got to work as a team, So if you don't work as a team, you're not going to win. So that's one thing I like about these newer games coming out. Now I will tell you this. Personally, I'm not going to really compare it too much to Overwatch, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Overwatch is more of a kid-oriented game, I would say. It's more, it's more of a broad audience, you can kind of say. LawBreakers, you're probably not going to see a lot of kids playing it, since it's probably going to be rated mature. It does have some language. It has blood. It has a little bit of gore. It's like I said, it's based off the same, Unreal Tournament, kind of style, I guess you can say. And Unreal Tournament was like that. I mean, you would shoot someone, they'll blow up into pieces. So I would definitely say you're probably not going to see a lot of kids playing it. So a lot of adults do enjoy that. And like I said, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and yeah, there are a ton of kids playing it. I mean, it's more for everyone type deal. But as far as LawBreakers themselves, the controls feel nice. I love the controls. It's very smooth. And like I said, it gives you that Unreal Tournament type style feel. You can maneuver around. I mean, it's on point. I mean, I love the controls. The controls for me, on the alpha alone, 10 out of 10. I love it. Graphic-wise, beautiful. I love the graphics. I mean, of course, the Unreal Engine is amazing. It just runs flawless. I mean, even in alpha, when you see the benchmarks performance here in a little bit, it runs great. I mean, it runs so good. I'm actually surprised for an alpha, it's running this good. I mean, usually when you get into the beta, then you start seeing, differences and stuff like that because they'll change some stuff in the beta. But so far, spot on. I love it. Boss Key, what you're doing is phenomenal. Keep it up. I would love to see more games like this from you guys, definitely in the future. And of course, I have to support my local developers. I live in North Carolina. I'm literally 30 minutes away from Boss Key. They're down in downtown Raleigh. I live north in Wake Forest. So I gotta support them. I mean, it's great to have companies like this here locally making these amazing games, and I'd love to see that. Other than that, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the benchmarks and see what kind of performance we get at 1080p, 1440p, and 2160p. And this is all the way up, ultra settings, FOV field of view is all the way up as well, 110. And one thing before I move on to that as well, it's pretty neat. They actually have their own built-in resolution scaling. So it's kind of like NVIDIA has with their dynamic resolution, the DSR, and the same thing with AMD with their super resolution as well. They actually have that built into the game. So you can actually run up to 8K if you wanted to. It's crazy. That's actually that's awesome, especially for people that like to benchmark, like myself. It's perfect. But other than that, guys, let's move in right into the benchmarks, and let's go from there. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to see is LawBreakers at ultra settings at 1080p, and this is going to show your average and your minimums. So starting with the RX480, you can see the average was 68.4 compared to the GTX 1060's average at 89.8. And on the minimum side of the RX480, it was minimum 49.3, while the 1060 was 67.1. This is great for 1080p, especially at alpha. I mean, I couldn't ask for more, and especially the Unreal 4 engine, like I said, looks beautiful, it looks amazing, so it's perfect. These are great FPS to expect from a game like this with these type of cards. Then moving on to 1440p, you see the average on the RX480 at 42.4, while the 1060 was averaging 69.1. Minimum wise on the RX480 was 29 even, and on the 1060 was 43.5. It's looking like Nvidia is actually really taking advantage on this game. You know, definitely every game's going to be different for the RX480 and the 1060. You know, throwing blows back and forth, especially with Vulkan out. RX480 does amazing on Vulkan. But hey, every game is different, you know. Let's move on to 2160p, your 4K resolution. It was unplayable at 4K on both of them. But one thing I will say is, if you notice, the gap closes quite a bit on the RX480 and the 1060. So the average was 21.7 on the RX480, and on the 1060 the average was 26.5, while the minimum was 18.2 on the RX480, and on the 1060 22 even. So the gap did close, as you can see, going to 4K resolution. It did help out. So I mean, like I said, each resolution is going to be different for each card. But on this one, definitely the 1060 will definitely win. So if you're planning to play LawBreakers at this moment on Alpha, the 1060 is definitely the one you're going to want to go with. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Have fun. Definitely if you have the Alpha, definitely get into it and start playing it. Like I said, it's really fun. And actually, speaking of if you want to get into the Alpha, I have 4 extra keys. So what I'm going to be doing tonight at 8:30 Eastern on my Twitch while I'm streaming LawBreakers, I will be giving away 4 extra keys that I currently have, thanks to one of my viewers on Twitch, Jeremy. He was nice enough to give me 4 extra keys, so I'm gonna go ahead and give those away tonight. All right, guys, so just gotta come by, hit the follow button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's pretty much it. But that's it, guys. Like I said, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and let's give some love and support to Bosky. And if you like it, head on over to their Twitter as well, and definitely like their Twitter. And that's it, guys. See you in the next one.